Man, it's 2024 and I see y'all still with the same BS, man. Tasha say Kevin Hart pay up. She need that $250K. My girl Gypsy Rose finally free. My girl did 10 years. And my boy Russell Wilson is here about to move out of Denver because they racist. But we gonna get to that in this episode, man. Before we start, I need to hit that subscribe button. Matter of fact, what I need you to do, hit that like button. What I also need you to do is hit that notification bell. Cause it's 2024 and we about to start this same ish. It's your boy Jesse J, full of Supreme 305, my co-host.
It's your boy Chico Grande, Chico 2 times. Happy 2024. Let's get this show started and hear what the drama's coming.
I'm so excited. I'm getting tongue-tied, man. All the messiness, all the juiciness. Tasha K want the money. I mean, like, we need to start doing. She needs
money because Cardi B's taking all her money.
Big facts, but hey man, we finna get all to it on this here episode on Tales from the Crib, episode 137.
Welcome to episode 137. We got a lot to get into, a lot of fun, a lot of drama. New Year, same podcast, same Tales from the Crib.
Exactly, man. And speaking of New Year, we got another slide, I think.
Because it is the new year.
Happy New Year. Happy 2024, man. You know, this year, I hope it's a lot of blessings. The elections is happening this year, so stay tuned. Please go out there and vote.
Yeah, I don't know which way my co-host is going to vote. He's definitely been a flip-flopper in sports, so I would expect nothing less with this politics.
I mean, you see they trying to ban my dog Trump. They already said, one place said...
he voted for Obama and then for Trump.
Listen, If Obama would have ran, hey man, this he ain't run for vote for Bill Clinton.
We do
see on that letter.
Before we get into the jokes, we do need to have one moment of silence. We need to give send prayers and condolences to all of our fans in Japan. They did have like a 9.10.0 magnitude earthquake, tsunami warnings, all kinds of stuff. So that's not a way to start 2024.
No bueno.
That's no good at all. So, prayers to everyone out there. Hopefully y'all are doing good. And let's start 2024 in a better way. Exactly,
man. It started off right, but not really. It's Tales from the Crib. We can't start off stuff right. We got to start off messy.
We're going to go right into the drama.
No, the cup overfilleth. When God gives you a lemonade, you pour it in the cup, it overfilleth. And you know what they say, man, what's done in the dark shall come to the light. And that's what happened with Kevin Hart right here, man. All Kevin Hart dirty laundry is finally coming out with one simple interview. Tasha said, pay up, it's extortion time. So if you didn't know, it says here, oops, Kevin Hart is suing Tasha K for extortion after she allegedly told him she won't release any damaging interviews. So allegedly Tasha K has an interview with this
She's getting all the interviews. How is she getting this?
Everybody wants, she's not paying them. Allegedly
her
she's not paying them
because of the Cardi B.
Yeah, and she's giving the voice to the small people, so
Oh, and then she exposed Will Smith. We covered a few weeks ago.
Pretty much.
It was his bodyguard, right?
His best friend, like his old best friend from like years and years ago.
He knew the truth,
basically. So it's like basically, if you were a celebrity and when you first started in the game, you first had your first assistant. You you was BSing, playing around. You wasn't really serious, and you treated him any kind of way. She does an interview with that person. I'm like, wow.
And they know your deepest secrets.
Pretty much, that's basically what's going on. So right here, we got a little audio recording of two instances of where Kevin Hart, if you allegedly remember, he got in a little car crash. He allegedly paid some people off, and then we got another one where he just demolished, ended his friend's relationship with JT Jackson. What?
I gotta hear what's going on. Let's play this clip.
I did hear about this story. So Kevin was drinking and driving.
Correct.
Okay. And there were two other people in the car.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not sure if the second person was in the car. I don't know about that.
Okay. But I do know somebody was hurt.
Yes.
Okay. Kevin switched seats.
Correct.
And then that person, I guess, went to the hospital and stuff like that. But in order to avoid getting a DUI, it was reported that he basically switched seats and paid the guy to take the rap for drinking and driving.
Correct. $4 million.
Damn.
$4 million?
I need $4 million right now.
Me too.
I do that.
Kevin, I'll take the rap.
He should have called me. I would have been there.
I would take the rap. Just give it right over to my creditor.
Right.
So how did you know about the transaction, though?
Jared came into the office. That was the first night Kevin met him. No one knew of Jared at all. That was the first time he's ever been around Kevin. We were like, why would Kevin let him drive his car? This doesn't make any sense. And he was like, hey, Maisha, I want to introduce you to my friend, Jared. And I was like, why do I know this guy? And I'm like, I know this guy from somewhere. And I was like, oh, that's Jared Black from the car accident. And I was like, I want to punch him in the face.
God dang.
Very soon. Everything you said during the live segment in regards to the scandal has been spot on. He said the girl set up the camera. Again, we have proof and evidence that she was extremely involved in that aspect of it. I also know that I was never arrested for anything that happened that year. I was arrested because they had the nerve to say I sent Kevin Hart a demand email to his personal email account on April 27, 2018, talking about I had a molestation tape of him, which was totally false and desperate, a lie they jammed me up for. We also have proof for this fact as well. Proof meaning I was arrested for a second email they claim Kevin received 8 months later after the scandal. You notice they never mentioned or said anything to the world or the media in regards to that fact. Anyway, I would love to come on your show one day and drink some wine and talk about it. So, yes. And he said one more thing. Kevin lied about the FBI being involved. They were never involved in this case. Made up case. We have evidence of.
Shout out my girl Tasha K for getting the juicy details. So if you didn't know,
She keeps it juicy.
she keeps it juicy. So it looks like no matter what, Kevin Hart had this girl sign a confidentiality agreement, an NDA. He paid her $90K. He said, sign this paperwork. I'm going to give you $90K. And on top of that, I'm going to pay you $30 an hour. So she was making like $60,000 off the job. Then the extra $30K every so often to make the $90K. So she's getting like almost around $100K just to be a personal assistant. And all you do is keep your mouth shut.
But now she ain't doing it.
Now she ain't doing it, and now look at this, and like they just said, in the first instance right there with the car accident, he got in the car accident, he got out of the car, his security got him out of the car allegedly. They moved the Jared Black dude, he put him in the front seat, gave him $4 million for that.
I heard from the rumors that allegedly Kevin Hart went home, and then they called the medics from the house, right?
Yeah, his wife or fiance at that point in time called the medics, and she gave really vague answers, like, so what, that way when like the police go through it, like you can't say like, oh yeah, you said this, you said that. It's like, no, all I said was that his back was looking funny, his back was messed up, and he was delusional, and
let's just say all of this is alleged, so that way Kevin Hart doesn't try to come after us.
No, this is on the police report, this is voice recorded.
I know, but everything we're saying,
all the other stuff is alleged. Yeah, we ain't getting sued.
This is all alleged.
All alleged, but I mean, so with Tasha, so Kevin Hart, the whole production said, "Hey, Tasha K, do not put this interview out." Tasha K said, "I don't care. I wipe my butt with NDAs, just like she did with Cardi B. You remember the Cardi B situation?
Yeah.
She also tried to declare bankruptcy with the Cardi B situation, and that didn't work. They're not going for that because I guess you can't declare bankruptcy and at the same time have a big lawsuit going on at the same time. So
I'm not familiar with it.
So you can't do that. So it was this situation. So what she did was she put, instead of putting it on YouTube, she put it on her own special page, on her own Tasha K page, and you got to pay like $12.99 to be basically like what you said, a Patreon member.
Yeah, she's basically has like her personal page that's run like a Patreon where you pay to get the content.
Basically, so
almost like a OnlyFriends.
Basically, no Garriolas. Basically, you made me say it. But with this whole situation here, I mean, like with Kevin Hart, all this darkness is coming to the light. Like you cheating on your wife, you doing it consistently, you haven't learned your lesson. Then I still don't understand the situation with the JT Jackson situation. Like out of all the people to say they was extorting you, you picked him. Comment below and let me know how you feel about that.
That was kind of weird. We saw his whole story, and it just seemed like it was just a whole mess to try to just shift the attention to that rather than his whole DUI type thing that he was hiding.
And yeah, and the fact that he was cheating on his wife, like,
oh yeah,
he was cheating on his wife, and then he was
on
like,
her birthday, right?
On her birthday, and she was like, oh no,
and a dude drinking while driving,
basically, and he was like, no, don't worry about that. Worry about I was being extorted. They recorded me. The girl that he was messing with, she came out and she said it was all a lie. The dude JT Jackson said he didn't do anything. They dropped the charges on JT because it wasn't enough evidence. They couldn't find the email and nothing added up. Supposedly from what his JT lawyer said.
You know what I've learned from these celebrities?
What?
If you're ever drunk driving and you crash, 100% without a doubt, leave the scene of the crime.
Pretty much.
because it's like they can't prove anything because you get found way later and they can't test you for what you were, 12 hours ago or whenever the accident happened. But they say not to do it, but from what I've
True.
seen, seems like they get away with it whenever they run from the scene. But of course, do what you're supposed to do.
That's also what they say. They say do that, and also like back in the day when Kevin Hart first got his DUI, the cops pulled him over, and then the cops pulled him over and finna give him the breathalyzer test and everything, and he was like, "Ain't no need to worry about that. We all know I'm drunk." And he said that, and the people were saying like, "Oh yeah, you shouldn't have said that because you could have been like, oh yeah, I'm not drunk." And then once they breathalyzer test you, you got your lawyer. You could have been like, "Oh no, your breathalyzer machine ain't working. When the last time you calibrated it?" Like it's little small things these celebrities do with these lawyers to basically like get you out of stuff. So like that's what they say when the cops pull you over, don't say nothing.
I already know when we start becoming like worldwide podcasters.
I'm putting you under the bus.
No, we're gonna need That's nice to know. But I was gonna say we're definitely gonna need a lawyer on retainer for your shenanigans.
Basically,
you're gonna not know how to act. You're gonna act brand new.
But
every day.
But with this, I didn't know with celebrities who are getting extorted. Like, do you think this is common? Like an old person comes up back in the day, like, "Oh yeah, I was Gavin's PE teacher. Give me some." I mean,
it's more of that now, especially with social media than back then. But I think if you do have skeletons in your closet, and there's people that kind of tell that story, that people are definitely going to want to see it, especially if you're a huge name like Kevin Hart.
True, and the fact that he's paid somebody $4 million just to take a DUI charge, and I mean,
he was battling a lot, man.
But that's a lot of money. Would you? So
he's got it. He's got it like
you
that.
think? I didn't even know Kevin Hart had money like that.
I mean, he's got his own like TV movie studio.
True.
He's made
Hart
all
Productions.
kinds of movies. So he's made like 30 movies in the past 20 years.
But let people tell him he's not funny at all. But I guess because he gets money doing a whole bunch of other stuff.
He's all right, and he just done comedy tours. How many world comedy tours has he done?
True.
He sells out arenas too. He's not selling no like a theater hall like most comedians selling out a theater. He's selling out like where your basketball team plays.
So is he bigger? So do you think he's bigger than? And comment below right now currently. If you owned a venue and you had one celebrity to basically perform, you got Kevin Hart, Dave Chappelle, and give me one more.
Me personally, I don't know, George
Lopez. George Lopez.
But the thing is you got to go with your budget because it's like Kevin Hart.
You got the budget for it all.
Might be the biggest name, but Dave Chappelle is like a dang near just as huge name, but he may cost half. What Kevin Hart costs, so you might want to be like, "Hey, that's more profit. We're gonna go with Dave Chappelle."
I can see that. But I mean, with this whole interview, Tasha K only has this on her website. She hasn't put it on YouTube yet. So if you're looking for it, you can't find it. Trust me, I've been looking. You can't find it. If I can't find it, maybe I can check Reddit. I ain't checked Reddit yet, because people stuff be leaking on Reddit.
You be digging in the dirt.
I do. I be digging in the trash for the news. That's how I saw all them. That's how I saw Tiana Taylor nudes.
You're a trash hamster.
But not.
Never mind.
But comment below. Let me know how you feel about this whole Kevin Hart situation and Tasha K. Do you feel like Tasha K is gonna learn her lesson? She not gonna actually put the interview out on YouTube so she don't get sued for extortion?
I don't get how she gets sued so much because it's like all you got to do is say allegedly. Did she not say allegedly? I don't understand. It's like. Celebrities got to know that they're public figures, and it's one thing if you're talking about a regular person and putting out news about them and you're slandering them over and over again. That's one thing. You can 100% get sued for that. Mm-hmm. But if someone's like a public figure, like a celebrity, either a basketball player, an athlete, a musician, something like that, and you're talking about them because there's stuff going on about them, like I don't see how you could be sued whenever it's like you're kind of like there's different rules for regular people versus public figures. So I don't really understand how it's like how she gets in trouble because it's like, how does it stop any YouTubers? Are all YouTubers now open to getting sued just because they're literally talking about what's in the news? And it's like, it's on TV too. Mm-hmm. You see the news channels. TMZ has a show every day on TV, on cable television, where they're talking trash about all the celebrities and putting out stuff that they haven't confirmed at all. So it's like, are they going to get sued? So it's like, where is the line when it comes to this stuff?
There's no line. I mean, like you see with the whole DJ Envy situation when that happened, people talked about that. As soon as you mention his name, you're gonna cease and desist. I seen with the last week. I seen the last week with YouTube people, like a lot of YouTube content creators, were saying they Reverend TD Jake episodes got struck down by YouTube, so those getting removed. But with this situation,
Better not came for our episode.
yeah, I mean, we got remember
we got like one. We got like shout out to all of the Tales from the Crib viewers. We got 1.5K views in like a week on our last podcast, so we appreciate y'all on that.
But the reason why Tasha K can get sued for this situation,
1 something, it's so cool.
It was high up there. But the reason why she can get sued is because on the Misha Shaker, the PA assistant, the assistant, she signed the NDA and the confidentiality agreement, and on the agreement said that you can't anything you listen to, anything you hear here, you can't go out there and make money off of this. You can't
Just
sell.
like Lori Harvey.
So, but yeah, basically with Lori Harvey, you can't say
You're
anything.
date her, you got to sign the paperwork.
You basically, and that's what she did.
That's what we got to do for you, co-host.
True. And then in the first clip on Tasha K's clipping this on Instagram, and one of the clips, she asks the girl verbatim, "You signed an NDA, and you're still here." And she said, and so they all know you signed the NDA. And Tasha, and allegedly in the interview, and also in this civil, this is all civil. This isn't going by the police. It's all civil. In the civil suit, it said that Tasha K said in the interview said that so since people don't want to pay up, we got to play hardball now. So basically that's her alluding to allegedly the whole Kevin Hart situation. But we gonna see how it goes.
Yeah, if we get an update for this, we'll definitely give y'all
Exactly. I mean, because we stay up to date on the news, baby girl. But I mean, enough about this, man. Let us know how you feel about Kevin Hart. Let us know how you feel about Tasha K. Well, Tasha K, I'm surprised Tasha K YouTube channel hasn't been taken down yet.
I mean, with so many people trying to strike her stuff.
Seeing Fresh and Fit, they gone.
You know what? Yeah, it's crazy because it's like you wonder if you get so many views if we're gonna get our target on our back eventually.
Yeah, remember how it
happens, kind of.
And you see like with CD Lamb, how CD Lamb in the Cowboy game, he balled out, and then he posted on Instagram, he got a drug testing paperwork that same day. He's like,
I mean, that happens to everybody. It happens in the NBA too. A guy will drop like 60 points, and they'll be like doing
it's
a
too
drug
good
test.
to be true. He's cheating. Ban.
But speaking of cheating, I
know it, man. 2024, man, starting off right, man. We're pointing the finger at these females. These females is just, he disrespectful. Like, Papoose held you down in these streets. You was locked up. And allegedly in 2008, he was like, I want to marry you, girl. But, and then we just got a release. In 2016, they got married.
Did Papoose do conjugal visits?
I think I mean some people get conjugal visits, some people don't. So I mean I want to say allegedly he probably did, but I mean at the same time I mean it don't matter no more because she left him. She left him for a younger dude. She left for somebody 10 years younger than him.
Yeah, so it says Remy Ma's rumored boo Eazy seemingly confirms the relationship and leaked audio. Also claims Papoose allegedly punched him in the face over Remy. He the one that has 16 years in. Why this guy not holding you down? I've been with Shorty. She's been in my crib.
We got audio here. We're gonna let you hear the audio, basically of Eazy the block captain, basically telling his side of the story.
And let us know if you're a fan of battle rap, because I know there's like at least like 35 of y'all out there.
Position, so I can't tell you what they do. I'm just asking you because you do that for me. But I keep saying, but what is he doing? If that's the case, why am I the only person doing something for you? Why he not though? That nigga the one who got 16 in, right? Talking about he held you down from jail. He the one that got 16 years in. Why this nigga not holding you down?
This is a Battle Rap Trap exclusive.
Like nigga, he could have stopped all of that shit with a tweet. That same night when she made a joint, I made a joint, he could have made a joint. Boom. Anything else that niggas would have ran with would have been on them. You wouldn't have had to say nothing. I wouldn't have had to force myself to go live. None of that shit, bro. Because everybody spoke already. The fact that she said something, I said something, and you didn't, that make it look weird. The fact that you posted real niggas do real things the next day, make it look weird. The fact that you posted a Father's Day picture without her, make it look weird.
This is a Battle
Weird.
Rap Trap
I
exclusive.
can't go live. Speculation. He fucked up. He waiting for this. Yo, he got beat up. Not knowing. Niggas starting to try to figure it out. Like, yo, he fucking with Remy. But not knowing that I've been with Shorty and she telling me though. Niggas don't know that she been at my crib since then.
Clapping them cheeks.
And that's what Oz is saying. Oz is like, hey, you the only nigga right now that's sacrificing your career. I mean, she getting killed too, so, but he
What
like,
career?
she can just end that shit, but she still, at the end of the day, man, I know what it is. She not saying this is what it is, but I know what it is. She don't want what's about to happen. Nigga, this little bullshit right now is already hitting her, stressing her out. We like,
What you mean? What career? This is Eazy the Block Captain. What you mean? You heard about him in the streets, in the Philadelphia streets? He battle
No
rap
one's heard
great.
about him.
You listen, he Chrome Heart 23 greatness. I mean, when he talk about his career, he means like he's basically a rapper. Like he's 35 years old. He spent all this time building his rap career up. So right now, either you can be a battle rapper or you can go to the mainstream. He's saying like I'm getting clown and battle rapping because your man's put hands and feet to me, and every time I battle rap people, they bring that up. I can't
Should have
go.
thought about that before he tried to be a home
And
rapper.
that's what people are saying too. That's when you go mainstream. That's what mainstream people are saying. Like you should have thought about that before you touched Mary. You basically you Alicia
He
Keys.
should be trying to go
He's
mainstream.
Alicia Keys.
You ain't gonna have a career off the 32 battle rap fans.
These battle
not
rap fans comment and they finna get you.
Oh my god.
I swear. Get it. Well, they finna go in on you. And that's one group of rappers that do comment on our page, the battle rappers, but
They don't want to battle rap me.
ooh, my call said they got the bars. Spit some.
No.
It's like,
You gotta pay for
got
that.
spaghetti in my
These-
pocket, sock in a locket.
That's how that guy raps.
Ham and cheese in my pants. Oh, I guess. But but back to what I was saying. This
Have bologna in your
is
pants?
just like my coach told me earlier today. Cloud chasing at his finest. His 15 minutes of fame
It's over.
is basically over. And he basically trying to grasp for something.
Yeah, because no one knows who the schoolyard captain or whatever this guy's
Easy
name
the
is.
Block Captain. Stop playing with his name.
On schoolyard crib, I don't care.
Oh Lord. I mean, and a lot of people.
On the
But that's the
schoolyard.
crazy part. Like, what's loyalty anymore? I mean, like, and the fact that he's saying, "Oh, it's weird that we got in a fight that I'm talking about it, Remy talking about it, but Pap not talking about it."
You don't
Like,
got to talk about it. He punched him in his face.
exactly.
That's
like,
his talk. His fist to his face. That was his response. He's over. He's done with Remy. He punched you in the face. What more? Do you want him to write a book? Like I don't understand. He's like, why won't he give me the clout I want? I took his girl. He punched me in the face,
Basically-
and I'm expecting him to cry on Instagram Live and boost my career. Where is the crying?
Yeah, basically, he's talking, and he's on his. And basically, if you look on YouTube, you'll see there's a longer version of this because it's like only like a minute and 40 something seconds.
Oh yeah, this Eazy the Block Captain. I'm gonna punch you in the face the next time I see you because my co-host played the entirety of your whole rant, and it was
16
just
minutes.
16 minutes of you crying that you're not getting the clout that you should get, and that you're labeled as a homewrecker, and that like you hate it now. So it's like your beard's whack, your rapping's whack, your homewrecking's whack. You just whack.
It's like I think somebody said somebody's beard like his beard looks like he has no chin.
Yeah.
Like he wasn't supposed to have a beard.
No, his beard looks weird. It looks like too perfect. Like it looks like it's a Lego piece that could just pop off.
They finna get you bad. But I mean, hey, he got Remy. I mean, it is a win, but I still don't understand why. Like, why would Remy Ma leave Papoose?
Why would she go for the schoolyard captain?
For somebody with the loyalty, but I mean, he did allege in the whole interview that she considered him a B because he sucker punched her, and this isn't the first time she called him a B word. But I mean,
She called Papoose a
she
B
called her
word?
B. Yeah, so I mean, she may feel like Papoose is soft.
Her man got punched in his face. How is it soft? This your new man?
It's girl math, Gavin. I don't
he
know
ate-
girl math.
Yeah, that's why you eat girl dinner.
Horrible. But nah, I mean, I told you we gonna keep Tales from the Crib. We gonna keep you up to date with the news. We've been following this news since it first dropped,
Yeah.
and the fact that this is finally coming out, and like is they finally admit.
If we have to talk about this block captain again, I'm gonna track him down and uppercut him. I can guarantee it. Allegedly, guarantee it.
He older than you though.
This doesn't mean it.
He's a block cap. He's a block captain.
Yeah.
What you gonna do?
He's gonna get D-ranked.
Oh my God! But comment below. Let me know how you feel about the situation. Do you feel like Remy Ma's
I'm done with him.
Remy Ma's letting the women down and by dropping down? You know, a loyal black man. See, this is why black men cheat allegedly. Cause why be loyal when y'all do stuff like this? It's like I pay all your bills, you cheat. I'm loyal to you. What you do, you cheat. Then you go online. And you complain about you getting done wrong and everything.
Is this why you believe in polygamy?
What's that? When you have more than one wife?
Yep.
Nah, I don't believe in that.
You gotta watch this guy.
What's that thing when you don't believe in Jesus? The group
with the religion. I'm not saying.
We're coming down, but it's not nothing.
Well, when you're like what
atheist,
you're atheist. Or
yeah,
agnostic?
so it's like I'm atheist of relationships. I don't believe in them. They not real. Like, cause ain't nobody faithful. You ain't faithful. She ain't faithful. You over here dreaming about, and then you see the other dude out here saying, "Oh, I'm not gay. I'm straight because the Adam 22 training thing."
Coast, where did this go left?
I'm just saying.
Do you got to tell us something?
What?
Is this your R. Kelly moment?
It's 2024, man. Secrets is coming out.
I'm coming out of the closet.
Pause. But comment below, let me know how you feel about the situation. I mean, Remy Ma, you letting the girls down.
Yeah,
Papoose,
and we're gonna
keep black men alive.
This topic before my coast incriminates himself anymore.
Speaking of incriminating himself some more, man. Speaking of incriminating himself, my dog DJ Akademiks, man.
Man, it's crazy. It's supposed to be a new year, new me, but it's y'all still on the same shit.
Exactly.
DJ Akademiks opens up about finding a girl who he was messing with, had a threesome with his friend inside his house while he was passed out drunk. It's on the surveillance camera. Surveillance camera. So right here, you know, we're going to have the screams, the cries the what?
Of the alleged victim. And then also we're going to have Akademiks talking about his side of the story. I don't know. And then we're going to have the alleged girl basically come out of nowhere and say her 2 cents. So we got 3 things going on in this video.
Oh yeah,
we're gonna come back and let you know how we feel.
She went from being a freak to being accused. We're accusing them, but let's see.
It just ain't ish.
I'm shaming her now. I'm shaming her. I said to her, yo, I'm gonna keep it a bean with you, bro. And you came to my house and had 2 niggas just fuck you raw. I ain't seen no condom, no nothing. I told her, I said, yo, you should go get tested, man. Like, you done. I said, that's wild, yo. You should go get tested, bro. And from that moment, she started, like, because the denial shifted and she kept, like, trying to, like, pivot on the denial to, yo, nah, send me the video. Yo, I'm pretty sure I didn't fuck him. And I'm like, bro, you fucked him. And she was like, no, look again. And now I'm getting super tight because I'm like, bro, I'm not about to watch this video if you getting fucked, my nigga. Like, it's on my surveillance. Like, bro, like, I was fucking with you. Like, what? You want me to watch the video if you getting fucked? Cool. She keeps saying that, whatever. She then tells me, by the way, I ain't gonna lie, and I'm gonna keep it being about everything. My homies did not tell me they fucked her. At that point, I only seen on my security cam. My homies did not tell. Remember, they woke me up that night.
I look crazy right now, but I'm not going to stand here and let this man continue to lie about me. That's not what happened, Akademiks. You know that that's not what happened. And for you to pretend that you didn't do anything, that I just went to your house and I'm just some thought. Like we didn't know each other for 2 years.
She a thought.
You tried to save yourself after your friends assaulted me. Whether or not you got drunk or not, I know that when you woke up, you were on top of me too. You raped me too, and a rape kit was done. You know what? I'm gonna come back with my own story.
I thought you covered that word up.
I did.
This what you wanted? You're about to get it. I've been quiet for way too long.
What's the cover? What's the cover up the word?
Oh, of a sound?
I thought you just the sound.
No, I can't do that.
I thought you was doing. I'm like, oh, okay. To go sound the logo.
because they had it on the banner.
Oh, so okay. So so I'm gonna paint the picture for you. I'm gonna let y'all know basically what's going on. I wanna say this happened Friday.
How did we get this graphic in the New Year coast?
I mean, I don't know, man. This is old news. This is basically DJ Akademiks' fault because he can't keep his bees in check. His main girl is basically about to break up, and she's like, I'm gonna let her all your dirty laundry. So that situation you had with the girl they got GB'd by your boys by the pool two years ago, I'm gonna let that out. You know that Spotify deal when the deal you had with Spotify and then you got basically dropped by Spotify label. I'm gonna tell them that. So basically, she's basically gonna let everything, basically let all the information out. And DJ Akademiks calls himself basically jump into the situation before it comes out. So he ran to the studio. He said he left everything there. Basically did a Jonathan Majors all the way to the studio. No car, no Big Mac. Well, he said he stopped at McDonald's. He left the house. He ran to McDonald's. Then he ran to the studio.
You're doing too much, Coast.
I'm just saying. But he did all that. And now he said he went to the 8. Okay, so did all that. Went to the show. He basically explained the situation. The situation is he went to the 8. He went to Antonio Brown performance. He was drunk. He texted his girl.
He forgot that he texted her. He passed out upstairs.
Yeah, basically.
She comes over. His 2 friends are there, and they have a 3-way party, if you know what we're saying. And then he tries to ask about her, talk to her directly about it the next day. She denies it. He's like, I got surveillance footage. And then she changes her story and said that she was like attacked. And then she says that he was a part of it too. So that's basically the gist of what happened. But this is all alleged. We don't know which side is true, but that's what Akademiks allege what happened.
Yeah, it's Akademiks allege what happened.
Or what the girl said.
And he said that he already went to the cops. The cops raided his house. You would have been, if something would have happened, you would have been heard about this. Because like I said earlier, this happened like 1 or 2 summers ago. So if something really did happen, he would have been arrested. His homeboys, that's no longer his homeboys anymore. He said he spoke.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy how his homeboys did that. Like, imagine that you pass out, your homeboys, they mess with the girl that you called over, then they leave. They don't even tell you they greased.
That's crazy.
And then
they wanted to be Eskimo brothers that bad.
And then the kicker is about this, when he confronted her about it, said, "Oh yeah, so you smashed my homies." She was like, "Oh, I thought you liked girls like that." What? Where do you live? Who told y'all this? Who told you that we want girls that smash the homies? Like, that's not in the rule book. Anywhere in the rule book that you gotta smash all my homies and then we can date. It don't work like that. Like, I don't know if it's Steve Harvey book telling y'all, Tyler Perry. It ain't making no sense.
Never mind. I was making a bad joke.
Exactly. See, and then like with DJ Akademiks, he admitted he be sipping over these girls.
And it's crazy because it's like all these girls are like basically. He's getting these girls, and it's like they gotta hook up with a hamster.
Basically, but you see, they always count them. Dude. This is the first time I've seen him without his hat on.
His hat is like kind of on. It's just not all the way on. You know, it's like he's doing the TI.
But yeah, you see it all the time. How like girls be like, I never date. I don't like fat dudes. I don't do that. But every time you turn around, it's a new girl, a new allegation. I'm like, I thought y'all. What's this? So I mean, it goes to show you that like these bitches ain't shit. And with this whole DJ Akademiks situation, I mean, it just goes to show you, like he said exactly what he said. Like you don't have parties at your house, because when you have parties at your house, anything can go down, and you finna be the one liable to blame because it's your name on the lease. And that's what he learned. I mean, like, so you can't be. So now he doesn't throw any house parties at his house anymore because he ain't down for all that. You said when he first got rich.
Isn't Akademiks too old for house parties?
It's like early 30s, like 30, 31.
I know, but I mean, if I'm having a house party, it's like I'm having like some of my friends over, and I'm not having like 3 people over. I'd have like 5 to 10 over, but it would be all people that I could trust, not people that are gonna do what they did.
I mean, but think about it. I mean, like he had those 2 dudes here, this situation. Then remember the Kai Sanat situation where he had his homeboys most of that girl when he was asleep, and we did a report on that one.
Yeah.
So I mean, you can go, and they went to like, I don't know where they went, But they had that situation when like, oh yeah, he said, oh, it was handled all bad, and he was trying to hide information from the cops. So that cop situation was horrible. So I mean, like, it don't really matter how it goes. You think get blamed for something. So just don't even have the party. But I mean, you know, our prayers go out to DJ. And I mean, no, not our prayers go out to DJ Akademiks. Right now, they roasting them. They roasting them with this, and also I showed you about the underage girls they saying he messing with.
You gotta watch it.
Oh yeah, that. Cause you remember
who said that? They said about Akademiks.
Remember that I showed you the thing where it said DJ Akademiks said that, oh yeah, there's nothing wrong with a 17-year-old messing with a 21-year-old. And then that's when some girl was like, oh yeah, I saw this and I seen this dude like it, Akademiks, and then I was wondering, where do I know him from? And then like I remember just last year he liked one of my bikini pictures and he was in my DMs. And I'm like, oh my God. And then you see Metro Boomin coming out of nowhere liking it. Now you got DJ Akademiks spazzing
he was
on
scorching Metro.
He was scorching Metro. Like, don't like anything you. He want to fight. That's the only one I really want to see Metro Boomin fight DJ Akademiks. See who win that fight.
It would be like a tiny person fighting. I guess, is that the correct statement?
You couldn't even say it right because you ain't trying to get restricted.
Nah,
but comment below. Let us know how you feel about
Who knows? This freaking Akademiks story. Probably like the last 10 minutes of the show. All the language that's been on there.
Facts.
Especially what she said. I didn't know Akademiks was going to... I thought he was going to talk about it, but you could tell he was just like... Blah, 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 blah.
And you could tell he was real sad about the situation, too, because remember when I played the interview...
He looked real worried.
He was hurt. He's like, how you my girl? How you my chick? And then he's like, how you my girl? You finna blackmail me. Then he's like, how you my little side piece? And you smashing the homies. And you ain't even tell me. Which is disrespectful. Like, I remember it happened to me one time. I'm gonna give you it's story time. Story time. Let Uncle Jesse tell you a story. So back in the day, I remember when it was me and my homie. You know, we was chilling. I brought a girl through. He supposed to bring a girl through, but she ain't come through. So I'm over messing with my girl. She leaves, and then she leave, and I'm like, it's been a minute. She gone. I'm like, but it's my house, so I don't know where she went. So I went to the other room, and I went to the other bathroom. I went to the other room. I'm like, the door's locked, and all I hear is, and I was like, and I open the door, and I see him just going.
You got scarred just like Akademiks.
So it was just crazy, and I'm like, wow. And the girl didn't even say apology. She didn't say sorry or anything like that. She was like, what the hell she said?
She was acting like this girl. Acting like
no,
nothing happened.
She didn't act like nothing happened. I was seeing, like, I'm watching you do it. Like, you can't, like, I'm watching you do it. Like, I'm watching you in the act. And I'm like, wow. And I'm like, oh no, I'm like, nah, but I was like, you know what? This is your problem. You gotta take her home now. So I made him take her home, and I never talked to her again.
It's disrespect.
It was disrespectful. And then she texts my phone saying, sorry, I'll make it up to you. I'm like, nah, never.
Nah, just block her.
You get sent back to the apartments. That's what happened. She broke my heart.
And then you've been raging the streets ever since.
Trifling. Raging the streets ever since. But I mean, hey, it's a lot worse stories out there going on.
Worse stories like beef.
But moving on to here, we got next story. We got my girl Trina. Trina out here.
She says that she claps back at the people who didn't like her calling Beyonce the #1 female rapper. Beyonce is the queen of the rap. When she raps all the other genres of music, Nana and Big on chin. Oh, not a bitch.
Nana bitch gonna check me.
Yeah.
So basically, if you didn't,
I said it by mistake, even though I wasn't trying to. But it's happened. We're already like 40 minutes in, and between my co-hosts and Akademiks, this is probably gonna be like an 18 and up episode. Because story time with Uncle Jesse wants to talk about that.
It happened.
And he's like, and I was just there watching.
So I was 22.
No. And then did you have your splash sheet like you were at SeaWorld? No.
It was horrible.
But this is horrible. We got Beyonce. We got Trina talking about Beyonce's the #1 female rapper when she raps, and that no other female rapper can compare. A lot of people think that she is showing shade at Nicki, and we gotta see, throwing our 2 cents. What do you think, co-host?
We're gonna play the video of Trina talking about who one of the best female rappers in the game, and then we're gonna come back with our 2 cents.
Why do you think now is the time? Like, what do you think? There's something specific that happened in music and culture that kind of opened the landscape for more female rappers to rise to the top?
Yeah, Beyonce, because she's like the #1 female rapper when she does rap. So I feel like
This is it. People do sleep on Beyonce when she does spit.
There's no sleeping on the queen, okay? There's no sleeping on the queen. It's just one of those things. Like, of course, this is the queen's Beyonce, but when you hear her do a song and there's rapping involved, it's like, oh my god! Like, it's more inspiration, and I don't know. It's just a good thing, man. I feel like for the girls now, and when you hear them and when you look at them, it's just all different kind of music, and it all sounds different, and we all come from different places, almost kind of like the same kind of upbringing, but then you just branch out and you just have different, everybody's from a different city, different state, have a different struggle, different hustle, different story to tell. So I just love to see it and hear it, even if it may not be the best to whoever, to some of us, but when you look at it, you appreciate it more, because it's like
for the dusty, crusty, funky bees in the back, Beyonce is the queen of rap. When she raps, all other genres of music now stay mad goofies. I said what I said. Now go check me. Carry on. Just like a true Miami girl. Now I mean, when this broke win, you already know.
Hold on, just one comment. You in Akademiks.
She belongs to the streets.
What? I wasn't the one taking back shots. I ain't TD Jakes.
Emotional damage.
You don't got to relive your younger years, Coast.
True.
But we need to break down what happened. Do you think that Beyonce is truly the best female rapper when she raps? I know she doesn't really.
It's Nicki Minaj, hands down.
She doesn't write her raps because
of
doesn't
course
Beyonce everything get written for?
I mean, yeah, Future writes her stuff a lot. She has Beyonce has writing camps,
writing team.
like a whole writing. She has writing camps. Like she'll have a camp,
It's like 15, 20 people.
like 20 people go. They'll be working on songs and
I've
then
seen her writing credits.
Mm-hmm. So with this
If you're
whole
watching this on TFTC clips, go to Tales from the Crypt. It's the only place to get full 1080p.
fact. So with this whole situation, everybody started jumping down on Trina and said, "What happened about Nicki Minaj? Why you ain't rip Nicki Minaj?" Because if you go throughout the beginning days, you see before in the past, Trina's out here saying there's no beef with Nicki. Nicki's over here giving Trina praise. Trina's over here praising on Nicki.
Oh, I think what did we discover? That she was going to do a feature with Nicki, and they were in discussions about the stuff, but then she ended up spending a bunch of time with Megan Thee Stallion and doing a video with her.
Yeah, I mean, basically that's what ended up happening. Some people are alleging that the reason the beef allegedly started with Nicki Minaj and Trina is because back in the day, Trina had a song called Ding-a-Ling with Trina, Nicki Minaj on it, and this other girl on a Trina album. And they were finna do a music video, but Nicki Minaj was like, "Oh, what's the budget? What's the budget?" So they didn't have a budget, so they didn't do it. So since they didn't do that, Nicki had some time. This is when Megan Thee Stallion was on fire. Megan Thee Stallion first came out. This is the Fever album. She had the Hot Girl Summer song, and she put Nicki Minaj on it. And Nicki Minaj did the video. Trina didn't like that, and ever since then it's been up. It's been beef, and I mean that was like in 2019. So I mean.
Yeah, this isn't surprising if there's been beef since back then. So, but I just want to hear your personal opinion. Do you think Nicki's the top?
I mean, personal opinion with female rappers, right?
Not who statistically, who's the best? Who do you think who is your favorite female rapper all time?
My favorite female rapper, I mean, I like a lot of female rappers. I mean, and I'm surprised she ain't said like Missy Elliott. I like Missy Elliott.
Missy Elliott's good.
She's fire. Little Kim was fire back in the day. Erykah Badu was fire. Nicki Minaj.
Oh, no one's better than the OG. Queen Latifah.
Oh, Queen Latifah. Yeah, Queen Latifah was alright. I ain't really listen to Queen Latifah like that, but she was alright. MC Lyte. There's a lot of female rappers she could have said. She could have said Lotto. She could. I mean,
Cardi B.
I wouldn't have been mad if she would have hopped on freaking Megan Thee Stallion dick and said, "Oh,
whoa,
Megan Thee Stallion." Because Megan Thee Stallion got shot, and she's still getting praised for getting shot.
Does Megan Thee Stallion get street cred now that she got shot?
Comment below. Does she get street cred? Does she get shot? That's a good question. But I mean, this is just
she got shot in the foot, but still.
This, I mean, and it was Grace. It was really like, nah, she ain't get shot. She had Grace. They don't count. But nah, I mean, with this situation here, like, and Maya, Trina's out here saying, oh yeah, you know, I praise all women and everything like that. But I'm like, it's lies. Like, what about the whole Jackie O situation? What about the whole Kaya my neck, my back situation? You still don't want to talk to them. You don't want to do no verses with them. You don't want to, but like this female rap thing is just going crazy. I'm guessing this is why they won't. They
It's always like the petty Olympics.
It is. You see, like, this is probably why you'll never see an all-female tour, even though I see, like, Doja Cat and Ice Spice going on tour, but I don't know if people really want to count that.
I need Coil Ray.
Coil Ray, would you go to, if you had to do, give me your top 3 favorite female rappers of going currently right now. I need you to do it too. Comment down below. Give me like 2 or 3, 4 of your top 5 favorite female rappers is out right now, or you can give me some in the past.
I'm gonna go with Missy Elliott. Jiren.
Oh Lord. Okay.
And was it TLC? Is it Left Eye?
Left Eye.
Yeah.
Left Eye Chili and I forgot the other one name. The TLC group.
Yeah. I'd say Left Eye was probably the best rapper out of that group. So yeah, that's my 3.
Okay, but that's enough about this. Comment below. Let me know how you feel about the shade with that Trina giving. Do you feel like it's some more issues going on in the female rap game that she's not speaking about? I mean, Nicki Minaj still got the rap game in a chokehold. She ain't giving it out. I mean, Megan Thee Stallion almost took it, but she got shot.
Yeah, it's one of the weird situations where you get shot and you lose street cred instead of gain it.
I mean, you see, you can always go like Eazy Mills, the block captain.
I smacked the block captain. I'm gonna act like I want an autograph, and then I'm gonna uppercut him into the next dimension.
Disrespectful. He finna get you for that. But man, it's finally time for couch announcements,
Time to
man.
throw my co-host on the couch.
Hey, what you got? Play my beat, Pancho. Whew, man.
Pancho.
Hey man, but it's 2024, man. It's time to bring y'all up to date with what we got going on, man. We got the gaming channel that's gonna blow up bigger, man. We got 117 subscribers on that. We better bring y'all more episodes on this. Thank y'all for watching.
Since I posted on the gaming channel.
I posted 2 days ago. I got 2. I'm carrying the gaming channel, baby. Stop playing with me.
No, it's like the first time you posted in like a month and a half. So, the gaming channel is the one that gets neglected the most. But we try our best. We got the clips channel. I'm gonna upload 5 clips tomorrow, and we'll have clips throughout the rest of the week. So, if you're too busy to watch the whole podcast, jump over to TFTC clips. You can watch your favorite topics, subjects clipped out for your viewing pleasure. Crib reactions get us to 8K. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what's going on with Crib reactions. We're almost to 8K, 7.71K. We only dropped 4 videos last week. We'll try to get a handful more videos this week. We always try to get out like 5 or more videos every week on Crib reactions.
It's like every other video is a K.
Yeah, Lisa did a Britney Spears Christmas cover. Shout out Lisa. 10K. Playboy Cardi did a new song. XG had a Winter Without You live performance. We got Lil Mabu and 504 and Teach Me How to Drill. That's an epic video. We got the First Take with XG as well. And then we got Usher and Jungkook. Those are from those 2 videos are from last week.
Let it burn, gotta let it burn. That song's fire. Hey, but Jungkook cooked Usher. I ain't gonna lie.
Jungkook cooked Usher.
Jungkook cooked Usher in that dance off in that video. Y'all need to watch that video.
And Usher lost the moment he popped out with bell bottoms. It looked atrocious. But yeah, check out all of our channels. And if you're a super fan of Crib Reactions, we check out music from all over the world. If you're a super fan there, we do have a Patreon. So go to Crib Reactions, go in the information or in the description of any of our latest videos, and you'll find our link to our Patreon there. And I think the pinned video on Crib Reactions is our intro video about Patreon, and all the links are there as well. So make sure you're checking that out. But let's go ahead and jump into the second half of the show. And this is the scary part of the show.
Ooh.
This is like the unsolved mysteries part of the show. But what do we got?
Man, we got free my it's no more free my girl Gypsy Rose, man. They finally freed her. She finally released. If you didn't see the Hulu show or Hulu movie
They've
act
had a bunch of shows, right? I think they had some documentaries. They've had some shows. It's a freaking crazy story. We're gonna get into it. I thought this was Ruby Rose's cousin. She's gonna start to try rapping, but no. This is a story that we
it's
heard
real
about
serious.
some years ago, and this young lady is finally free. It's kind of a weird story, kind of a gray area if you agree or disagree. If she's someone that good or did what she had to do, or if still what she did is crazy.
Is she a victim? That's what they
Or a
want to know.
perpetrator.
We got a video right here. We're gonna play the video and then we're gonna come back with our 2 cents and give y'all some more fillers and details.
After a lifetime of silence, I finally get to use my voice to share my story and speak my truth. As a survivor of relentless child abuse, this docuseries chronicles my quest to expose the hidden parts of my life that have never been revealed until now.
My mother claimed that I was sick.
A Lifetime documentary event.
Gypsy Blanchard is the only victim.
No, it's a new one. Lifetime's come up with a new one. It's called The Confessions of
She trained me to the best.
The Prison Confessions.
He was holding the medication to hospital surgeries. There was no end in sight. Sharp scream. I will finally share my story the way that it should be shared.
The Prison Confessions of Gypsy Rose Blanchard. Coming soon to Lifetime.
Ooh, you see that my girl came out of jail. She married and she got 1.2 million in IG right now. She out here doing her thing.
I can't believe how crazy the true crime movement is. That's like the #1 category in the world for YouTube, for podcasts,
Everything.
for all kinds of stuff. Like in a lot of the Dateline 2020, all those shows are basically true crime shows, and they get the highest views on TV. And it's just weird. And this girl, even though she had a tragic story and kind of did what she did, she's got 1 million followers. That's crazy.
It is crazy. And if you didn't know,
You're gonna have to murk someone, Coast, not me, and put us on the map.
I mean, I have to do a lot to get that high. But I mean, if you didn't know the story, about Gypsy was a Katrina. Gypsy and her mom DIDDY was a Katrina victim. They moved. I think they moved to Missouri, and that's when the mom DIDDY started basically coming up with all these medical illnesses for her daughter. It was so many illnesses that she the daughter fell off a motorcycle. She made the daughter she convinced the daughter that you can't walk anymore. That's why we got you in a wheelchair. And even though the girl every now and then try to walk, the mom would come out of nowhere and basically like scream and yell at her and basically scare her back to the point where like, I don't want to get out the wheelchair anymore. And
yeah, it was a lot of weird stuff. She was
mess up her teeth with drugs. It was just.
She basically convinced her and convinced the doctors that she had all these ailments, so she would get treatments and have negative reactions where all of her teeth started rotting and all this stuff. And it's like Mako said, she wouldn't really let her walk that much, and really all this stuff where she took advantage, where she was getting money from like churches, organizations, Make-A-Wish, those type of organizations, and it was all off of these fake ailments or diseases that she was saying her daughter had, which is crazy to put your child through that to get free money.
Yeah, and I mean, and then it ended with her, with Gypsy and her boyfriend Nicholas. That's a dude that she was dating who lived further away from her. She was dating Nicholas. Her and Nicholas came up with the plan to make everything happen to take out DIDDY.
Didn't she meet him online?
Yeah, she met,
and then she would
on
talk
Christian Mingle.
She would talk to him all the time,
basically,
and then she convinced him that she needed to be like escaped, and apparently he decapitated the mom, and it was pretty graphic.
Yeah, he basically went at it like 17 times, and that was the thing on the whole court case. Like people were wondering like, well, why did she only get 15 years and he got a life sentence? And they were saying,
did he get life?
Yeah, he got life. He got life. But what they were trying to say was he had autism, or like he had basically like some mental disorder. But the way that they beat it was the way that the state beat that was because they was like, well, if he does have this mental condition, he has like very, very low level of the mental condition, because he doesn't like react the way that they react in certain situations, because they had like little tests. And then the fact that he did it 17 times, And then the fact that on top of that, they were trying to say, oh, well, the police officer that was interrogating him basically made him see all this stuff. And he was like, oh, yeah, that would work. But a few days later, Nicholas went on basically on a news show and said, yep, I did it. And it was because I loved you. And I do it again. He's like, yeah, you can't say that no more. So
yeah, now they need to plead insanity.
Yeah, so you know they got him probably in a mental place, but I mean that's just crazy. This is all for love and just child, N-word neglect.
Oh,
child niggas, child niggas. I said child niggas.
What are you talking about?
Child nigga. I didn't want to say that word.
It's like I saw on TikTok where the guy's like, what's it? Playing Jeopardy, and he's like, what does it say? And it's like, you know, it's just from the future, and they're like, that's not what it was gonna say.
Man, but yeah, like they said earlier, Lifetime is making a 3-part documentary series about this situation, and I mean, I wonder if she's gonna get any royalties from this, because I mean, it's basically off her life.
Yeah, I wonder how that goes. If it's like, if they do, it's like it's public information, so they don't have to pay her unless they interview her directly. But it looks like she's involved, so she probably said, "I'll only do commentary if I get paid."
True. I mean, and they also saying as soon as she got released, Missouri said that she had to leave Missouri, so she's no longer allowed in Missouri.
What? True.
But she's a New Orleans Saints fan, so I mean, it really doesn't matter. But I mean, it's just
she did it.
But you know what's probably she probably would have won. She probably, if the mom would have lived, and then they would have took the mom to trial for all this stuff, and then the courthouse would have heard everything, she probably got more sympathy. Probably didn't get 15 years.
Facts.
But yeah, since they did all that, and it was crazy. And then like she was lying. They were talking about how you know she played stupid, but she really wasn't stupid. Even though her child, the way that she was raised was crazy. Like she didn't go to school. She was raised off of Disney movies. Like mom was like, she let her watch Disney movies all day. Watch about princesses and everything. So and she had a whole bunch of princesses outfits and everything, and a whole bunch of wigs.
Do you think she dropped her first day out?
That'd be funny.
No, I'm kidding. We know she didn't. She got a rap name though, Gypsy Rose Blanchard.
You pretty much
dropped the Blanchard as Gypsy Rose.
Well, we do need a new rap girl in the scene because Bad Baby is pregnant.
I should be like, mess with me, I'd catch a baddie.
She the new TK.
Free my dog TK.
Free my dog TK. But comment below, let me know how you feel about the whole Gypsy Rose situation. Is it crazy how she got a man and you don't? But hey, man, it is what it is.
Who are you pointing to? You shaming some woman out there?
Whoever.
I don't know which viewer my coach just pointed to, but I'm sorry. I'm sorry he just pointed you out like that in front of everyone.
Oh, Lord.
But let's go ahead and go to the next topic. Speaking of crazy mothers to crazy robots, we got Tesla getting in trouble because a robot brutally attacks a worker inside a Tesla factory in Texas, reportedly pinned the man down and sinked its claw into his arm, leaving a trail of blood. This was pretty graphic and intense and pretty freaking scary. I couldn't imagine getting attacked by a robot if it malfunctioned. It would definitely feel like iRobot. And I would have to Will Smith that robot.
Facts. And if you didn't know, back in 2020, 2021, allegedly at the Tesla factory in Austin, this was where the incident happened. It's just now being released, and it has people wondering what else has been going on that you haven't been telling us. And we've been doing a lot of research on the Tesla bots, and these bots is just crazy. The fact that they just started this in like 2019, 2020. And they already got this. They already got 3 models of it. Tesla has 3 models of it. You see Honda has a model of it. Honda has a model of it.
Hyundai and Honda and Tesla. Tesla's looks like the most human-like.
That's the crazy part.
Was it, who else? There was another company. Was it Boston Dynamics?
Yeah, Boston Dynamics.
They make their robots kind of look more like the Hyundai ones. And those ones can do all those flips and stuff. If you see on like TikTok or Instagram Reels, just videos of where they're doing all those like stunt moves.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't seen too many videos on the Tesla robot. It looks like we got a video here.
Yeah, we got a video here, basically showing you how futuristic these robots are getting,
how delicate, how advanced they're getting. Let's take a look.
The second generation of Tesla robots Optimus is now more humanized. You can pinch eggs with 2 fingers, then pass them between the left and right hands, and finally put them in the pot steadily. And their balance ability is so strong that they won't fall even if they squat at 90 degrees. What's more amazing is that these robots will also get together to dance. I feel that these robots are really becoming more and more vital. In addition to these new functions, the robots have also been comprehensively upgraded in other aspects. For example, they are equipped with a new 11 degree of freedom dexterity hand, each finger is equipped with an ultra-sensitive tactile sensor, and the neck joint is more flexible and can easily turn the head. After reading these upgrades, I'm really looking forward to having one to work with me.
That's scary.
Just only $40. Well, I think it's like $40 a week. For like so many years, you can get you a Tesla bot because it was going for like what
for 2 million years?
No, not for 2 million years. I think it was
$40
like
a week for 2 million.
200. It was like 200. It was like $40 a week for like the rest of your life. For I think it would cost like around $250K all the way up to $8 million.
You think it would be like what's it, Terminator? What is it, the T-800s?
I mean, basically, you see how far Tesla got with it. They started off in what 2000.
The Bumblebee, the Optimus Gen 1, and Optimus Gen 2.
And we're pretty. And look how cool these look. Pretty soon they're gonna have real skin features, real eye features.
It's like the Hills Have Eyes.
Basically, it's gonna be like a whole doppelganger. You won't even know who they are. And the fact is, the crazy part about these robots is the other robots, like the Honda robot. Those robots, you basically can program. Like you can computer program. Like, okay, this robot is programmed. You're only programmed to
do a certain
chop wood and do this, and it's always gonna do that. But the Tesla robot is basically like you teach it things, and it basically learns and improves on its own. So it's doing everything on its own.
Self-learning.
It's self-learning, which basically it's like key number 3 to basically world domination.
Does it have a conscious?
It has feelings. It has feelings and everything. So, I mean, these futuristic robots are crazy. I didn't even know.
They're gonna get in our computer system and be like, humans are the problem.
Pretty much, just because we already know we are the problem. And the fact that it just won't stop. Like I came to a realization this morning that we're only gonna move forward. There's no more moving backwards. Like there's no we should stop this. Like it's only gonna get worse and worse and worse. If you look on YouTube, you already see them. They already got videos of the Tesla robots carrying guns, shooting guns. You got police with robots.
The dog robot with a gun. It's like a dog robot with a turret on its back.
No, I mean they got actual Tesla robots getting out of the car. Like it's 2 Tesla. They have videos like 2 Tesla robots. One opens the car door, and the other one hops up the car and starts shooting the car with a gun. It's shooting the Tesla tank truck with the gun.
That's intense.
But you know, with that, like, and it's like you got these underground bunkers that's going on. That's looking all fancy. Like
they're trying to tell us something.
Yeah, I think they're trying to tell us something. Like I think it may be coming. I mean, and I don't know if guns or anything gonna stop and penetrate through these robots, because that's one thing.
You gotta
a kill switch
rule to make a robot that has to have a kill switch and a weak spot. So it'd be like an easy way to take it out if the kill switch is somehow destroyed.
Pretty much, but you already know there's always gonna be one that don't. But then but this hasn't been released to the public yet. It will soon. I already know as soon as it gets released, these celebrities gonna get like.
They're gonna get people to hack it and do all this weird stuff.
And you already know how Japan is. Japan already doing weird stuff to their robots.
Like what?
Humping them.
Coast.
What?
You need to calm down.
I'm just saying.
I saw you looking at one of those contraptions online. You going for the VR setup?
That's just ultra real. It's ultra. You mean Cynthia Squared 3000?
I was just completely joking, but if you don't know, now my coast goes that way.
Only 2,000. What? It was 252,000 euros, and I can get it.
You sold your soul. But speaking of selling souls, we gotta go to a team that sold their soul to get a win. And we're talking about the Dallas Cowgirls, baby. We got the Dallas Cowboys basically winning against the Detroit Lions in a big matchup, 20-19. But this game was so bad and there were so many missed calls that the actual NFL is now banning the referees from reffing any games in the playoffs. And they were saying there was a huge missed call. And you can see it says Goff telling Decker to report, Decker going to Brad Allen to report, Decker not covered, 7 players on line of scrimmage. Ref clearly screws up, and now Adam Schefter says the crew has been downgraded and out of the 2024 playoffs. So they're banned. They will not officiate any 2024 playoffs. They said under the Rule 17 of NFL Rulebook, Commissioner Roger Goodell has the authority to overturn a game result. Also, the referee crew from last night is expected to be downgraded, which they were. So a lot of people get really upset because the Cowboys owner, Jerry Jones, basically he's got a big pocketbook, and somehow every year Dallas always gets like the top 3 easiest schedule in the league. So they get a cakewalk in the regular season. They get a beat up on a bunch of really bad teams. They usually lose to most of the good teams, especially if they're playing December, but they might have 1 or 2 random wins, and they end up with a half decent record because of how easy their schedule was. And then a lot of the games that they play, that sometimes are, fans perceive that they get favorable calls, especially when they're playing at home. And this one was so outlandish that it really turned off a lot of football fans. It was the topic of every talking head show in the morning, from your first take to your undisputed.
Facts.
And everyone's saying that this is a horrible game, that the 100% the Cowboys should have lost. And, people were tired of seeing the Cowboys getting a helping hand, almost like the Patriots used to get with Tom Brady, how they used to consistently cheat and cut corners and be friends with the commissioner so they'd only get slaps on the wrist. People are saying enough is enough. Tom Brady was a phony. A lot of his Super Bowls shouldn't count, and these Dallas Cowboys are a phony as well.
Facts. Dallas Cowboys are a phony. I mean, and they were saying like he didn't report, but I mean, from what I'm listening to and I'm hearing,
they have the footage of him going up and talking to him. What else do you want?
But people were saying like this is what the Lions get. You tried to trick the Cowboys because as soon as one of the linemen walk up to the ref and say, "I'm when you do like this." Like, I'm reporting, I'm an eligible receiver. That's when the defense sees it and they know, oh, he's eligible receiver. Let's watch him. But when you send 2 people to the refs, the defense doesn't know who's really the eligible receiver. So you may get lucky. They may leave one open. So what they tried to do
it's like a kind of semi-trick play.
Yeah, they tried to semi-trick play. But what's going on was number 77 or number 70, whatever it was. They said he's been reporting the whole game. So for like 3 quarters and a half, he's the one been reporting. But then the last 5 minutes, 4 minutes of the game, the Decker came out and said he reported, but I guess it was like everybody messed up. The referee, he wasn't paying attention. He was like, "Well, you've been reporting the whole time, so I'm guessing it's you." He didn't pay attention to the other person. But I mean, like you said, Decker did report, so it should have been Cowboys. I mean, Cowboys should have lost. But I mean, I seen the Shannon Sharp and Chad Johnson show, and it was like, well, even if he didn't get it for illegal touching because he touched the ball, they'd have got it for illegal formation. So it would have been something.
I don't know, but a lot of people are upset. They feel like the Cowboys always get the benefit of the doubt
They
and
do.
the extra help, and always having one of the easiest schedules in the league every year, especially with being in one of the worst divisions in football. So it's.
How you feel about these NFL refs? Well, refs in general,
really,
like
refs
this
in general,
ref, the LeBron James situation on his birthday.
The NFL refs and NBA refs have been trashed for like over a decade, and especially with all of the betting that we have now, the legalized betting in most states that you can do online or through apps, like it's got to have an effect on the game. You see too many crazy scores, especially we cover, if you haven't watched, we have TFTC NFL picks every week where we go over and picks, and there'll be a team that is favored by like 15 points and then they lose by 20. And there's been so many games this NFL season where a team is 2 to 3 times better than another team, and then they lose to that team by like 3 touchdowns. So that was a huge take from the betting market. Because 90% of the people were going to bet the other way, taking it as an easy win. And when that flips, they rake it in. And so it's been a lot of questionable stuff with a lot of games, spreads, everything in the NFL and in the NBA. I already thought that the officiating was terrible before betting came into the league. And now that betting is legal in all sports, I think that a lot of games are being affected by the betting market.
True, but
that the refs are being instructed to make games come out certain ways or to be within certain spreads.
True, but it's like with football, like how strict do you want the refs to be? Because I mean, like you said, when you play the offensive line, it's literally a holding on. You can literally call holding on every play. So what kind of NFL game do you want? Do you want like you want us to be like with the referees? You want them to call some of the rules, not call some? Because I think that's the problem. Where like you can call some rules, but then sometimes like, oh man, you calling too many rules.
Yeah, you don't want to call everything that's like tic tac. If something's like, you know, because there's a lot of borderline stuff every play, and you don't want to be like, you know, having a quick whistle and making the game take forever. You don't want to interrupt the flow of game. But if there's something like blatant or egregious, like you got to call it.
True.
That's the way I kind of look at it. And then at the end of the games, usually for the, you know, like the last 2 possessions in the NBA or in the NFL under like the last 2 minutes, they honestly let them play a little bit. But it's saying like, if a receiver and a DB's on him and they're kind of battling a little bit, and then whatever happens, they're probably not going to call pass interference. But if they're running stride for stride and the guy straight up just pushes him way before the ball comes, all right, you have to throw the flag. And so it's stuff like that. And then like when games are decided because they're like, oh, they got a touchdown, but they want to, you know, call a little ticky-tack holding or this or that. You're like, come on, man. Like, that's like not called on every play, but they score and you want to call that? Like, that's bogus.
It is bogus. I mean, hopefully the referees get it good next year. I mean, they already have the rule down where if a fumble happens or interception happens, they just let it play out. You let it play out, then you review it after, because it's too many times where like a fumble happened and then you said it's not a fumble and you blow it too early or too late. So I already see they working on that rule. I see what penalties in the NBA.
I think the refs should be almost on like a report, almost like you are for any job, where it's like you get, you know, like your numbers and how you're performing, and if you're like missing or making a certain amount of incorrect calls, you should be put on probation, maybe sent down to the lower league like the G League, and then if you're, you know, continually making bad calls, then you're not a ref anymore.
True, but I mean, then that really just comes down to. But then that's what messes it up, because since there's no real like, are we gonna call all rules or some rules? There's no real level to it. Like whoever's like the HR of like, oh, you reporting to, they may be like, oh, they got to stick up their butt. Oh yeah, you got to stick up your butt. This HR person, they want you to report everything, and then this HR person, like they real light and lenient. So like that's what gets all crazy.
Yeah, it's tough because that does happen.
Like, oh yeah, but this person's with Mr. Stick in his butt.
Like if you ever worked at a call center, like it really depends on who's auditing you. Is it the person that's nice or the person that's like by the book shorty? You know.
True.
So I see what you mean.
So
there. It's hard to rule, but we got to figure out some, you know, minor ways to help clean the game up, and you know, screw the Cowboys.
How about stop cheating? Stop trying to find trick ways to. But I mean,
tell Dak Prescott, tell the Cowgirls, and tell Tom Brady he's a phony baloney, and that's why his wife is with another man.
Oh Lord! But comment below, let me know how you feel about the NFL refs and the NBA refs, and I mean the sports in general, and how this is going. But moving on, man, we got Russell Wilson. Man, Russell Wilson, who's been getting clowned basically since he's been with Sierra, being called a simp, is finally getting trashed by the Broncos.
Simpington the third.
Exactly. So if you didn't know, Russell Wilson's on the Denver Broncos. The Denver Broncos they've been doing decent this year. I mean, they've been doing decent this year, and it looks like here Russell Wilson finally let the cat out the bag, saying that the team came to me and said, I need to remove my $37 million injury guarantee off my contract, or they finna bench me and cut me. Since he didn't do it, they benched him. They benched him towards the end of the season.
Why would you do that if you already got it in writing in the way that you want? And they're like, "Hey, could you change it to where you would screw yourself?" And you're like, "No." And they're like, "Oh, cool. I don't understand why you wouldn't want to do that. Why would I not want to screw myself? What are you talking about?" I mean, it's literally the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. I think the Broncos thought that he was gonna, I don't know, since he was such a nice guy, that he would just do whatever they say, but he's at least smart enough not to do that. And I think he should stand his ground, because the team, you know, they thought they were going to be good last year and they were kind of crap. This year they thought they would be crap again, and they're actually mediocre. So he's kind of been playing above expectations. And then instead of seeing if they could ride this into the playoffs, they want to sit him because of a contract dispute. But no one put a gun to your head when you offered him that contract.
But they said the reason about that is because, I mean, we'll play the video.
Yeah, let's see the video.
Business standpoint, I agree with you. Mike T, like they're making the decision based on money and the financials. And when Daniel says this is the deal that we signed or we offered Russell Wilson, it's not the deal that we or us did because Sean Payton wasn't there.
True.
Right?
True.
And so the business of it is not a problem to me. But let's be honest, Sean Payton has behaved as a thug since he became the coach of the Denver Broncos. Immediately when he gets in the building, he starts to undercut Russell Wilson personally and professionally from his first press conference on. He tells Russell Wilson, you have to stop kissing babies, stop behaving as if you're running for office. Nobody kissed more babies in New Orleans than Drew Brees. Period, point blank. From the beginning, he walked into this building and he had a point to prove when it came to Russell Wilson. You're going to be just like everybody else. I'm going to treat you just like I treat everyone else on the team. That's not the way it works with franchise quarterbacks.
Let's hold Sean Payton to some sort of professional accountability. His behavior ahead of the coach of the Denver Broncos unacceptable.
Sean Payton's a joke. I mean, we know. Let me bring us back on screen. But Sean Payton, he used to coach the New Orleans Saints, and he got caught cheating there. He actually got suspended for a whole season because he got cheating and doing late hits. He actually ended Kurt Warner and Brett Favre's career early, who was 2 Hall of Fame quarterbacks. So Sean Payton's a joke. The New Orleans Saints franchise is a joke, and Drew Brees was a joke to me when he played.
One thing they're saying is, I guess the organization's picking Sean Payton because all of a one ring. He won that one championship ring, even though it was a long time ago. People still on his dick. So
no, but then how do you win one and then get suspended for the whole year?
They don't care about that.
He got caught as a cheater, and it's so crazy how like him and Tom Brady, like they get caught as cheaters, but then people like want to forget the cheating. Well, I'm here to remind you that Tom Brady, in my book, will always be a cheater. Sean Payton will always be a cheater, and neither one of them should even be in the Hall of Fame. And Drew Brees, I hate your face. It looks like someone shot a booger on your face. And you're short.
So, okay, and back to what we were saying. So, what this whole situation is, the reason why they're benching Russell Wilson is because they didn't think they should have benched him earlier in the season when the Broncos were doing trash, when they was getting beat by the Dolphins 70-0. But they didn't do it. Broncos started winning. But the thing is, with the contract that Russell Wilson has, he's not really performing like a Hall of Fame quarterback level. He's just giving you just average. And then like, well, this contract we're giving you isn't for an average quarterback. If you're finna be average, we're gonna give you an average contract. And with his injury situation guarantee, he's supposed to be reporting for a physical on March 18th of this year. So when he goes to report, whenever he reports, and if he's good and cleared, the $37 million goes into effect. But what they're trying to do is they're trying to make sure he's not injured so that they can basically get rid of him and cut him. So, because once you're injured, you can't get rid of him. You're stuck on a team. So they stopped him.
I mean, they want him to change up his contract, but it looks like he set it up pretty perfectly that even if he gets injured, he's still going to get paid. And even if they cut him, he's still going to get paid. He got his money guaranteed. So you can't say that Sean Payton wasn't there whenever he signed the contract, but the ownership was.
But it's not his quarterback. He wants his quarterback. You know how coaches are. They all like that.
But you got to know that if you're coming into a situation and you're a new head coach and they got this guy to a 5-year deal, then you got to kind of know that that's going to be your guy for at least a few years.
Well, clearly,
you might be able to get him out like the last year or two, but Russell's his second or third year with the Broncos.
Second year with the Broncos. But I mean, it goes to show you that Sean Payton named whole weight, more weight than Russell Wilson.
You know what Sean Payton can hold?
Or disgusting.
D's.
Nah, but with the situation, and so right now he's gonna be released. He's gonna leave like with at least $100 million, $120 million, which is amazing. And he's gonna be with. It's so many teams that need a quarterback.
Be retired, man. Like he doesn't even have to play. He's gonna get paid out from this ridiculous contract that they should have never done, and he's gonna get all that money. And then his wife is Sierra. Dude, just retire and enjoy your life.
I mean, he's like 35, 36 years old. Oh, all right. Well, he has a new kid on the way too, but he's like 35, 36 years old. I can see that, but he still wants to play. I mean, going out like this is crazy. I mean, I can see him on the Falcons It's a couple other teams out there that need a quarterback. I mean, we do NFL sports shows all the time.
Yeah.
What is it? I just seen something about Pickett.
We don't want to play that no money. Man, Mason Rudolph looking like
You see what Pickett said about Mason Rudolph?
He's a secret weapon. What?
Pickett said, "I said I'm not gonna start behind Brett. I don't care how good Mason Rudolph goes. I'm not gonna start behind Mason Rudolph. I'm not coming off the bench."
He could say that, but his play better say that.
We gonna see.
He supposedly might be back for the last week, but I think they might stick with Rudolph.
He should. It's the last season.
I think if they win the last game, there'll be 2 games above 500, the Steelers, and then I think they maybe gotta have 1 or 2 games go their way for them to make the playoffs. So we'll see.
We'll see. And I mean, the Broncos have an 8% chance of winning. I mean, it's just messed up how they did this and they just benched them. It's like he had no chance. I mean, the team was trash. The defense was trash. You said what?
What do you expect? Sean Payton's a jerk.
Yeah, I see that. I mean, he didn't like him. He didn't like him at all in the beginning, and then it didn't make it any bad. Like the Dolphins, the Broncos just played this past weekend. They won. I think they had Drew Sutton or something Sutton, and he did the same numbers that Russell Wilson put up. So it's like, yeah, we really don't need him.
Phony jabronis.
Phony jabronis. But we're gonna let y'all know. Keep y'all updated on the whole Russell Wilson situation. See what team he goes to. But it looks like that's the.
It's time to get topics. It's the end of the topics. It's time to get to the music section of the show. We're at the tail end of Tales from the Crib. We're at the last quarter, and we're going to check out Music Mix number 4. If you go to our playlist and go to music, you can check out our boy, Big 3, is out. He's free. He got his first video back out. I'm Turned. It's an awesome video. We watched it, and it's on Music Mix number 4. Go check out Big 3. He's free.
Facts. Also, what I need y'all to check out, I need y'all to check out.
It's time for some new music, baby. We record this on Mondays, but it does come out on Tuesdays. So we're letting you know what's the new music for the week and what we're riding into the new year listening to. So let's go ahead and see what we got. We got with the new music.
Man, ain't no music come out this week, man. You basically had to search for it yourself to find it. But I mean,
Sexy Red had the remix with Chief Keef. It was actually half decent. Shout out Sosa.
Bow, 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 bow.
Westside Gun and Conway the
I didn't hear that. They've been dropping a lot of tapes.
SSG Kobe.
He's from Texas.
22 G's Bump Self and J. Breezy.
22 G's and J. Breezy. Yeah, that was I didn't hear that yet. YG Tech.
God.
I mean, it wasn't really. I guess because it was the end of the year. A lot of people haven't been dropping anything.
They're saving it for the 2024.
Yeah, they're saving it for the 2024.
Happy 2024. If you're Tales from the Crib and watching this far of the episode, we love you.
Exactly, but you already know, man. That's how I found my tape right here. What is
Don
this?
Trip, baby. This is your tape. This is my co-host's tape, Don Trip. And let's go ahead and go to the track list. But
is it the whole tape or is this a whole song?
This is actually Christopher season 3 from Don Trip.
What?
It is a whole tape. It is a tape that is. Let me see how many songs. 13 songs.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna lie. I've only listened to a handful of the songs. But it looks like typical Don Trip, typical Fire, typical Flames. Shout out Don Trip. He's one of the first rappers where I started stealing his beats and freestyling to, 10, 12 years ago whenever I was rapping for fun at parties. But yeah, Don Trip the truth. He always raps some real. And then me and my co-host both love this next artist. We've loved him for years.
That North 2, that Johnny Cinco.
North 2, man. Johnny Cinco been dropping tapes.
Facts.
He's on his own label now. He doesn't mess with those goofies anymore.
Sacrilegious.
He's with Sacrilegious.
No more QC.
No more QCs on the North. And he's freezing music, freezing weather. Shout out Johnny Cinco. He always reminded me of, he's the Atlanta Johnny May Cash from Chicago, that type of flow.
Mm-hmm.
So if you like that type of music, check out Johnny Cinco. And that's word from Chico.
14 tracks, 14 bangers, man. Go play Johnny Cinco. And what else we got next? Oh, yeah, it's the end of the show.
We need you to like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you follow everything that we do. Follow us on Twitter, now known as X, at Papa O'Block, at Felix Supreme 305. I tweet a little. He tweets a lot.
You see my tweets lately? I've been tweeting a lot. Have you noticed it?
Yeah. I get on there once a week.
And he's like, this been going crazy this week. Man. I try to at least tweet 4 times a day. That's what I'm trying to do. 4 tweets a day.
And I still hate KD. and because he got my original Twitter deleted, but you can see me on there. I'm gonna start trying to live tweet the fights. I think UFC and boxing is gonna start up in January. We got some big fights in January, February, and March. So I'm gonna try to remember. I was getting some followers, getting some UFC boxing fans on my Twitter. So I'm gonna try to keep that up and live tweet the fights like I used to. But the problem is, man, you got to live tweet quick because they go in the rounds end, and you got to get to shoot off a couple tweets because then they come right back in, and you don't want to be tweeting, and then someone. That's when they land the haymaker and you miss it.
That's what you got. What you got to do is you got to just post it.
You got to tweet quick right in between the rounds.
No, I mean, as soon as you don't have to care about. Don't care about. Oh yeah, it's late. Like as soon as it happened, you tweet it, and like let's say let's say he punches him in the face, and you tweet that, but then the next person uppercuts him and knocks him out. Just tweet the punch in the face, then tweet the uppercut next because they both gonna end up getting retweeted by somebody's.
Yeah.
That's how I usually. That's what I've been noticing a lot. Like a lot of my tweets, more and more, have been getting retweeted, and I just say things, and like the first one, it's just weird. Especially my sports topics, those get retweeted a lot. And what I got to do is when people tweet sports, if you see what they tweeted and you just retweet with a quote, those.
And let us know in the comments below. Do you like your milk in your coffee, or do you like your coffee dark?
What? Disgusting. That's like the brown popsicle.
I'm sorry they did that to you, co-host. They should have told you to never eat the brown popsicle. But follow us everywhere. Let me get out of the way. There's our QR code for TikTok. Follow us on TikTok. There's a QR code for Instagram, Tales from the Crib 2.0. Follow our biggest channel, Crib Reaction. Get us to 8K, baby. Taking off, taking over. It's a new week. It's a new year, 2024. Videos every week. We got TFTC hoops, NFL picks, Tales from the Crib podcast. We do some random stuff on this video. Check out all of our other channels. But it's time to start the mother effing year. Let me go ahead and put y'all on some music and let's get out of here, baby. 2024, let's effing go. Tales from the Crib, going crazy. Shout out to 150 Rock Block. Shout out our boy Lil Bibby.
The low end.
Shout out G Herbo. Shout out Big Op, aka No Limit Faro. Shout out No Limit Wet. Shout out 600. Shout out all broskies.
Broskies. But you already know, man.
It's your boy Chico Ronnie, Chico 2 times. Felix Supreme 305. We are Tales from the Crib, giving you the weekly podcast where we talk crap about everybody in the world. So come to our channel, hear us talk our shit. We will see y'all next week, baby.